Hi guys, how's it going? Nick with the Love Fix, as always, telling you the truth so you can get through your breakups as healthily as possible. Now, today guys, this video was not planned. The reason I'm doing this video today is because there have been a lot of comments on my last video. A lot of you have emailed me about my last video and wanting some advice on your particular situation. And unfortunately, YouTube have deleted a lot of the comments. I don't know why. I don't really have control over this. But a lot of you are in dire need of some advice right now. So I'm just going to do a video based on the last video, based on the comments from the last video. And as you can see, today's subject is, did your ex leave you or did they leave the situation? Now, what do I mean by that? So, did they leave you because there was something that you were doing wrong, or there was something they was no longer attracted to, or did they leave you because of the situation? Now, the situation can be long distance relationships. You have different political values. You have different religious values. You have parents getting involved. And this is one of the big ones that came up on the comments and so on. So you have to distinguish, did they leave because of you or did they leave because of the situation? Now, the particular comment in question, where I won't mention the names for obviously, so I want to protect the person's identity. Been together 5 years and the boyfriend has left the girlfriend because the parents got involved, putting him under pressure to get married, and he succumbed to the parents' wishes and left a 5-year relationship. And obviously this has left the lady in dire straits, heartbroken and so on. And so what do you do in that situation? The fact is, the situation's the same. It's you leave them alone, you let them be, which may be something that you don't want to hear. But as I keep saying and preaching on here, you can't change somebody's mind. You can't negotiate desire. You can't convince them out of a decision that they've made. Now, you may think that's the complete wrong decision. You may think, oh, all you need is love and that kind of cliche, but unfortunately, no, love is not enough. The fact is, guys, and this is where the brutal honesty is going to come into play, and I want to do my best to help people, and that's why I do the one-to-one coachings, because sometimes the videos are not enough. You need specific advice for your particular situation, and you need someone just to say, hey, this is what you need to do, A, B, C. The sad reality is once again, regardless if they left you or the situation, they left. And if it's because of the situation, that's a fundamental compatibility issue. So this comes up all the time, and people are together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it might be. They haven't told their parents. They mentioned at the start of the relationship that one of them doesn't want kids, and then the other one thinks, well, if we stay together long enough, they may want kids. One doesn't want to get married. One has different political views or different financial values and so on. Now, these are the discussions you should be having within the first 3 to 5 dates. And if these compatibilities do not align, then you need to exit the situation, because it's not going to change. If someone hasn't told their parents about you after 5 years, there is something very, very wrong there. Now, I don't want to cross the barrier between religious and political views or family values or culture. That's none of my business. What is my business is to get you guys through breakups as healthily as possible. What is my business is to educate you guys to avoid these situations going forward in the future. So, yes, you can start dating someone and you can be absolutely mesmerized by that person. But if your compatibility and your values do not align, you need to exit the situation and not get 5 years into it. Now, what does it say about your partner or your ex-partner if they haven't got the balls to tell their parents that they are seeing someone that is of a different race and color, of a different creed, religious values, culture? What does that say about them? I'm not here to judge, but you have to ask yourself, do you want to be with someone like that. And ladies, this is especially true if you're dating a man. If a man cannot stand up to his parents, if a man cannot stand up to you and hold his boundaries, how the hell is he going to protect you and be a good partner? How would he stand up for you when you're not there? How would he represent you when you're not there? This is the question that we have to ask before we get too far into the relationship, before we get too far down the rabbit hole that we're so in love and we can't let this person go. And it might not even be a religious or a cultural thing. Sometimes someone's just emotionally unavailable. And I've had women do this on me before when I was much younger, where I was 6 months, a year into a relationship, everything's going fantastically well. And I get a phone call or a text message to say, oh, this is too good to be true. Everything's too perfect, blah, blah, blah. It's too much. I can't do this. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Everything's great and you're walking away just because you're scared? And this is what it comes down to. So if someone's scared, that's okay. They feel how they feel. We have to accept that. And we have to say, okay, I respect your decision. I don't agree, but I respect it. You change your mind, you let me know. You exit the situation carefully, gracefully rather. You do your crying in public. So this is unscripted today, guys. You do your crying in private. You speak to friends, speak to family, you go to therapy. You seek coaching for it. And you work on you. Sadly, and I'm very, very sorry to say, there is nothing you can do when someone has made a decision. They are operating from their reality, from their perception of what is life. We can't change that. They've got a different set of values, a different culture, a different spin on reality, different life experiences. Okay, that's what forms their personality. Now, in a lot of cultures, I think probably more, this happens to young men with their mothers, that they are indoctrinated to be a surrogate husband or a surrogate partner, and they have to do everything for the mum. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't care about our parents, but we are not here to fit into somebody else's reality. We're here to make our own reality, and that includes family. And again, I don't want to cross the barrier between culture and religion. If this is your culture and religion, I don't mean any offense by this. It's nothing to do with me, and I'm not stepping into that. I'm just saying, when it comes to relationships, you get into a relationship for you, not for your parents, not to make your parents happy, not to satisfy a religion. And I think in today's world, we have to be more flexible. We have to have togetherness, not segregation. Because what segregation does, it divides and separates us, and it causes wars. And in a world that already has enough problems, we shouldn't have problems between different races, cultures, and whatever, and religious values. We should be, hey, this is me, this is you. We have differences, but we also have a lot of similarities. Let's bring this stuff together and let's have a great relationship. And yes, I'm going to tell my parents. I'm going to tell my friends. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, purple, orange, Sikh, Hindu, Christian, whatever. I don't care. You're another human being who I want to be with. So these are the boundaries that I think you need to hold for yourself. And within the first few dates, you need to establish the compatibility. You need to establish values. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in this situation, unfortunately. So there is nothing I can say or any type of advice that I can give you guys right now that would get that person back. They've made their decision. They've made their decision to follow their culture, to follow their religious beliefs, or to follow the wishes of their parents, which I don't personally agree with, but I'm not going to try and change their mind. Okay. You change your mind, you let me know. You walk out of my life, you have to walk back in. You walk out of my life, there are consequences to that. I will not have any contact with you. I will not support you anymore, physically or emotionally, financially. You may not contact me for anything until I say it's okay. Only contact me if you want to get back together, because I only want romance with you. I don't need another friend. So that's the cold reality, guys. And I am so sorry that a lot of you are going through this situation right now. I'm so sorry that a lot of you are in pain. And I can't sit here and say it's not going to suck. It will suck for a time, but you will get better. You will get through it, and you will learn from this, and you'll find someone better out there. Remember, guys, there's over 7.5 billion people out there. If there's one thing we're not short on, is options when it comes to other human beings. Even in our own small corners of the world, there are many, many people around. So my advice is to just get back out there. Focus on you. I know it's easier said than done, and the love for that person runs deep, but they've made the decision to exit your life. And as much as I sympathize and I wish I could just put my arms around everybody and say, look, it's going to be okay. Obviously, I'm just a guy on the internet speaking into a device and then posting it. You're going to have to endure the pain, learn from it, and next time when you're having dates, establish your boundaries and establish your values and your compatibility and your boundaries within the first 3 to 5 dates. And if they do not align, do not get with that person, no matter how good looking or how funny they are or how rich they are. Because ultimately, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, it will come unstuck. And you're going to be back on this channel listening to this. So, as always, guys, if this hasn't been enough today, you can reach out to me at thelovefix20@gmail.com and arrange a voice coaching session over Zoom. I will be on holiday from tomorrow, so I will not be picking up any coaching calls until the week after. But if you do, please email me and I will respond and arrange an appointment with you. Until then, I hope this has, at the very least, given you some clarity. At the very least, do not try to convince someone who doesn't want to be convinced. You can't sell something that someone's not buying. Okay? It's just impossible. So back off, leave them alone. Do your healing in private. Go on adventures, meet new people, do new shit, take up new hobbies, work on you, love the shit out of yourself, give yourself validation. And yeah, there's going to be many bumps in the road. But every time you fall over, you get back up, you dust yourself off, you keep walking forward. Fall over, learn from it, get back up, dust yourself off, walk forward. 1% each day, baby steps each day. And I promise you'll get there. That's all I've got. Have a great day. I hope you guys feel better. I'll see you on the other side.